I just want to be smart, not depressed, not tired, not burnout, just smart and alive. It's my resolution to 2026, and this is my video. Here I have a script. I will look in on my screen of my laptop sometimes because first of all I can take eye contact with camera. I don't know why. Before that I have the skill. Now it's like something that make me uncomfortable. And well, this video is not advice session because I'm here not to tell you how to study better, how to be productive, how to be overachievement, or how to not to be. I'm just a person who spent many years of my life being this overachievement, and I'm still dealing with the consequences of that, like in my body, in my mind, in my mental health, in my nervous system, even in my reproductive system. I see the consequences of that. So we are here just to talk, to breathe, to be, and not to optimize as a self like robots, because we're not robots, we're humans. You know, it's ironic that I'm the person who the international student, the person with a bachelor degree and the person who now achieved my master degree, and I'm sitting here talking about overachievement, even if 6 years ago I was the person who studied 8 hours a day, and it felt like a proof of my worth to someone. You know, it was a hard time. It was the end of my high school. I don't know, in Kazakhstan we don't have high school, middle school, just was the end of my school. I finished it. I should be good. I planned to have a high grades. I had IELTS in my head. I planned to graduate with a gold medal, with a red diploma. I planned to go to college in America or in UK to study some filming stuff. And I was working all the time. I just reading, studying. I was at school, then I was at home and studying my IELTS, and I do TikToks to my Russian TikTok account almost every day, and weekly I do YouTube videos to my Russian YouTube, and it was a unstoppable like movement. And being tired, to me, it was unconditional stuff. I was tired all the time, but I don't feel like a person who can be tired. And I remember that in one day I just sitting with my mom in the kitchen, and I said, well, I think I want to have a little holiday of that. So maybe I will just skip my school for today, and maybe I will just read one essay, not 3. And it was horrible. I was a typical overachievement teenager from Central Asia who wanted like the good life in Europe or in America. And honestly, it's bring me to depression, to the long, dark depression that end only in 2025. And this story with my overachievement started, I don't know. I usually said that it started in 2019, 2020, but honestly, it started when I was like 11. And for me, overachievement and ambition, it's not the same shit. Overachievement, as for me, it's surviving. You know, honestly, overachievement is a state of your mind when you think that only stuff that can make you worth of something, of love, of attention, of affection, of anything. It's to be successful, to be perfect in everything. And overachievement, it's literally like surviving of mental health. And for me, overachieving wasn't ambition stuff. For me, it was something that destroyed me. For me, that period, it wasn't love for knowledge. It wasn't a love for filming or for life. It was just fear of not being enough. It's just fear of not being in the point that I had in my head. It was the fear to falling behind and the typical FOMO. I watch into the people who studying in America and thought why they do that and why I can't do that too. And they all talk about some overproductive stuff like I study from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and I was like super productive. I don't have a pauses. I just study, and that's how I have my IELTS like for 0.7, 0.0, I don't know. And when I not studying 8 hours a day back then, I feel like that I can be replacement. Like I feel like I'm really replaceable like by anyone. Oh, I started being anxiety. I just feel this nervous that oh my God, I should breathe. I like to talk about problem through the lens of my experience because it's giving to any topic this personal perspective. And I realize that I don't look at camera all the video. I'm sorry. But I really pay my price because of this overachievement. Because first of all, I don't study in America. I don't study filmmaking because I don't think it was my goals, first of all. And second of all, I wasn't a good student. I don't did my IELTS for the perfect range. I don't have the score that I wanted because when was the point to have an exam, I was so tired and die inside. So I just was some zombie with without brain. I was just an empty box without person inside. It felt like this. And the price of my overachievement was my body health. I really just ignore my body. I have some mental health background and I just killed my body systems in somehow. My reproductive system was really, it was affected by my overachievement, and my woman's health was just not destroyed, but I still feel consequences of that. My nervous system, it's obviously, I pay my price of that by my nervous system. And for the long time, I don't have ability to be happy of studying, like to just enjoy the studying, to enjoy knowledge, because I just had this feeling that I should study 8 hours and that's the only way to be productive, to be real smart person. And somehow I think I pay my price by my depression that was with me since like 100% since 2020 to 2025. So it was a big price. I don't think that it's worth it. It's not worth it at all. The point that we are humans and we have bodies, we have nervous system, we have mental health, and we should live through that, not through some goals that we have in our heads. I mean, it's cool to want something from this life. It's cool to have the goals, to have ambitions. I have ambitions. Just the point that when I talk about some, gentle dealing with yourself, I don't talk about the stuff that you shouldn't do anything, because if you don't want to do anything, maybe it's your side that's maybe part of your, life, like body or nervous system or mental health. It's not okay. That's okay. I wasn't at that point. I wasn't. I just wasn't a point that I didn't want anything. That's okay. I know it sucks, but all I wanted to say that just listen to your body. It's the most healthy way to live this life, because for me the breaking point came with this overachievement stuff when I started suspect that maybe I'm not a neurotypical person. Maybe something with me different. That's okay. It's not about diagnostic or some diagnosis. It's just about the fact that I realized the pace that was around me, the pace that my family tells me I should go, the pace that society tells me I should follow. It wasn't mine. It was just hard. It wasn't just hard, it was harmful actually. It's just killing my mental health, my nervous system, my body, everything. Like, it's killing me. And I realized that I exhausted not because I'm doing too much or not doing anything, or because I was weak or because I am weak, but because I just constantly living in not my pace. I living in some others rhythm, so I just started to change it. And the funny thing that for the last 2 weeks I changed my pace, like, in some radical way. Before that I tried to slow down. Yes, it was in my life for the last 2 years. No, for the last year, less. Anyways, for the last 2 weeks, I really tried to live in my pace, in pace of my body, of my, I don't know, of my feelings. And honestly, somehow I started to be more productive. I'm studying less, but more productive, and I love this fact that I just spend 4 hours, not 8, but it's 4 hours with pauses, with talking with my best friend who living with me. It's just life. I like to have a life. And now I'm here in a point where I'm just learning to be more gentle with myself. No less serious, no less ambition, no less smart. Just more human, because I'm still ambition, but I refuse to pay the price for being successful. I don't want to destroy myself to prove something to someone. No, no more.